Good morning, buenos dias, bonjour, buongiorno, annyeonghaseyo, aloha kakahakya. Welcome back to my vlog. I feel great today, and I don't know if it shows. But something that I'm really admiring is the fact that my hair is kind of going back to what it used to be. It's drying the way it used to. This is my actual hair. I don't know if you can tell the difference. I know that sounds like something very shallow to say on a vlog, but hey, when you've been struggling with your hair for months, I'm going on a year almost, by October it'll be a year, this is good news for me. I mean, it's still kind of, let me go over here, you could probably tell, it's still kind of sparse. It used to be fuller, especially on this side. Like you can see the space, all that space right there, that's where you can tell that I have less hair. It used to be all full, and this is kind of dead. You can see, instead of curl, it's just dead straight. But it's progress. My hair hasn't been this good in a long time. Much better. I came to get my selfie stick. Before I go, and I'll tell you in a bit why I have to go out, I wanted to show you yesterday's accomplishments. I ended up not recording anything yesterday because, as I mentioned, I don't have a lot of room on my phone anymore. You can probably tell I have improved the quality of the video because that'll hopefully force me to get my videos out more quickly, edit them more diligently. As you know, I have an external hard drive, my laptop, my phone. I keep thinking I have more storage. When yesterday I saw I only had 4 minutes left, I thought, I gotta do something about this. So hopefully this will be something that'll give me that extra push that I need to be more diligent. That's the word, be more diligent about this, because I've kind of fallen off the vlogging wagon, as you can tell. Anyway, yesterday's receipts that were supposed to be filed did not get filed. As you can see, it's not checked off the list, and I did not get to my customers yesterday, but everything else got done. This last one, oh, it drove me insane. This is my proof. This is where I sat for hours between here and my computer. I sat for hours. I got a bill for one of my infusions right here. It's $159. It's right here. It made no sense to me. I had to go back and see, why are they billing me $159 when my insurance is telling me I should be paying, hang on, let me show you right here, $957. I should be paying $957 for this last infusion. It's right here, like I can't show you. This is my explanation of benefits. The bill is $159, so I had to go back and see, why are they billing me this? So it took a while to download all the documents, print them out, sort them, put them in their corresponding file folders, put them into my Excel spreadsheet, because that's where I track everything. It basically took the rest of my afternoon. Since you guys don't need to watch me sitting at the computer doing work, I didn't record anything. That was my entire afternoon. In the middle of that, my husband called, my parents called, my best friend, my other old longtime friend. I had people on the phone too. Obviously had some interaction on social media for customers, for friends, etc. Some people on YouTube who actually write comments. Thank you so much. Then there are my doggies, and well, you know, it was a typical day, nothing special to show you. Unlike today. Today is a little strange. My husband called me yesterday, asking me for a favor. I have to take over to his office, or not his office, but where he works. I have to take some documents over to one of his supervisors, superiors, I don't know what you want to call him, but one of his sergeants. I need to take some paperwork because obviously he's on the big island. These papers are needed now, and he's not here, so it's up to me, kind of like a secretarial job, to go take that to him. Do not judge the mess in the back. That was my late dinner, and I did not feel like cleaning up. So I was just waiting for the clock to hit 8, because I don't know if you saw in just one of my videos, I mentioned that they reduced the speed base wide to 15 miles an hour from a certain time to a certain time. At 8, it's good. Everything goes back to 30 and 25 and 35 miles an hour in different roads. So I was waiting for the clock to hit 8. I'm on my way now. I'm gonna take those papers, come back, and then have breakfast, because I'm actually fasting. Then we'll move on with today's very busy schedule yet again, and something different. One of my students is gonna come over to my house today to see if he likes to play piano. I talked to the mom because he does have some difficulty with his fingers. Sometimes he uses his other hand to put his other fingers down and be like, stay there. He's trying to do shaka, like the Hawaiian hello. He's trying to do shaka, and he'll use his other hand to put his fingers down and then stay that way. And sometimes this one will still pop up or another one will pop up. I told her piano is a great exercise for your fingers, everything individually, and we're gonna see. I am not a piano teacher, but I can definitely teach him to do scales and how to move his fingers on the keys. And if it's something that interests him, then she's gonna get him some piano lessons. So isn't that great? Wish I could show you, but child. As you can see, I already have my mask, got the papers, on my way out. I'm gonna kill my husband. There's nobody here. I ran into one person who told me it's too early and that the gate is still closed. So I'm just here, waiting for somebody to show up. I'm gonna smack him upside the head when he gets back. Crisis averted. My husband replied and said, just go into the office, drop it off on his desk, take a picture, and I can send it to him, tell him that he dropped it off. Oh, that's good, because I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast. No, I'm just, waiting in traffic so I can go home. This is a little unexpected. I messaged the mom of my student to see at what time he would be coming over today. I told her I'd be here all day. And she said, I can send him over in 5 minutes. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. Fortunately, my house is pretty tidy. You've seen that. I just kind of wanted to, I always do this. I know the kid is not going to inspect my house, but I always like to Swiffer and, kind of dust around. Whatever. Anyway, I got to get ready. My student's coming over in 5 minutes. We're done. I just took him back to his house. Oh my gosh, my heart. I can't. I told his mom, I've adopted your kid. He's half mine now. I don't know. I've always fallen in love with my students. I feel like they're my kids. I told you I call them my kids. So we didn't do much. I mean, honestly, it was just going to be a couple of minutes. We looked at this book. Obviously, I'm not teaching him to read music just yet. This was one of my first books. Yes, I still have all my first books. Sorry for the lack of clips today, but really, I just spent the entire day on the computer, not doing my student evaluation, not working on my vlog, but still working with the gosh darn medical bill. And believe it or not, this is I don't even have a word for it. I have to call tomorrow these people and ask for an explanation because they cannot continue billing me for the same date of service just because they used the money to pay different invoices. That's what they explained to me when I called last year for the same thing. Apparently, they were billing me $150 deductible, which my insurance said, yes, I have to pay. They billed me again $150 for the same date of service. I called them and said, I already paid this, but they told me that they had split the $150 into other invoices that they hadn't sent me. Not my problem, but they also don't reflect it on their statement. So it gets really confusing when they send me the same thing over and over and I say, okay, well, maybe they're just doing the same thing again. But now that the amount was 100 and something again, when my insurance is telling me I'm supposed to pay, I don't know, the amount I told you before, I had to go all the way back to 2018 when they first did this boo-boo with me and start calculating. I'm doing it on my Excel spreadsheet. That's the only way I can see things clearly, especially with so many numbers, because you have numbers on your explanation of benefits, on the patient statement that they send you, and then of course I asked for a detailed statement when they came up with this really weird system of theirs. I'm analyzing everything. Nothing matches. There's even a missing payment from the detailed statement they sent me for $56. So I'm over here thinking, where did that money go? So yes, it might seem very, gosh, I don't like to use this word, but I can't think of another one right now, anal of me to spend so much time on something like this, but there was a very similar situation to a hospital I used to go to back in upstate New York where I was paying double my copay, and it didn't really hit me until I compared my explanation of benefits to my patient bill. I kept wondering, why are they billing me exact double the amount of what I'm supposed to be paying. And it wasn't until I sat down with my Excel spreadsheet and put everything right there in front of me that I noticed, oh, wait a minute, they're charging double the visit. According to them, they were billing the doctor as one visit and the location, I don't understand that, office space as another visit for the same visit. So when I told the insurance this, they were saying, well, thank you for bringing that to our attention. We just thought you were seeing two providers at the same location. I said, no, 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 no. I saw one doctor at the same place. When we arrived here, I got some refund checks. Ooh, months later. But apparently I was just one of the first people who noticed that this was happening. After I had brought it to the person's attention over at our last base, some other people started coming up with the same complaint, and that's when they put a stop to it. But it's amazing how insurances aren't really catching up to this, that some people aren't billing correctly. Tomorrow, something I'm actually going to ask these people is, why are they sometimes billing the insurance $22,000 for my medication and other times it's $7,000? It's still in the thousands, but between 7 and 21, you know, they're charging 3 times the amount for just one vial this small. So gotta ask what's going on there. I'll let you know, because this is super interesting to me. I'm just thinking maybe I'm doing a public service without knowing it, because if people keep billing insurances the incorrect amount, of course they're going to keep raising their premiums. And look at this, the hospital had to refund a whole bunch of patients a lot of doctor's visits that they were charging double. Anyway, it's time for dinner. It's way past time for dinner, actually, and I've been going to bed around 10ish, 10:30ish, waking up between 6 and 7 since my husband's not home. So I want to continue that routine. It's working out for me. I do apologize for the uneventfulness that has been these past couple days, but yeah, sometimes the military spouse life or the work from home spouse life or the stay-at-home spouse life is uneventful. Sometimes it's just completely administrative stuff. I'm sorry. I hope that the stuff I'm sharing though is helpful for you.